Hello everybody and welcome back on the channel for another booster pack opening video. So today we open Scarlet, Violet, Paradox Rift, and we're gonna open 120 of them. So let's see if we can get lucky. I'm not really sure if I remember anything, but I guess we just let ourselves get surprised by the hits we get. And hopefully there will be lots. Alrighty, let's get to the opening. And here we go. And we're starting with a Gibble, a Tinkatink, a Cursed Duster, Loxely, Countercatcher, and Chiyu, a Sasket, Loudwood, a Garbodor, a Tinkaton, a Loxely, and a Kingdra, a Galvantula, a Charcadet, a Defiance Vest, Charcadet, a Shauntal, and a Chiampao, a Loxely, Mienfoo, Ancient Booster Capsule, a Mila, a Seed Striker, and a Glory Support. What a name, oh my gosh. A Leopard, a Melan, or Milan, a Simisage, a Talib, a Chaltic, and a Iron Moth, a Milan, a Plusle, a Ferrothorn, a Thievul, a Garganacl, I hate this name so much, and a Kingdra. Sometimes they come up with the weirdest names. A Toad School, and I think this is the first time that he's not running. Or maybe he is, but it looks like he's kicking something. A Tinkaton, Orthworm, a Gliscor, a Velusa, and a Brutebonnet, Joltik, a Maccabee, a Mienshao, a Sinisage, a Blindside, and a Lapix, Artillery, a Purloin, a Snorlax Doll, Minun, a Charcadet, and a Latios, a Leopard, a Tendrils, Dondozo, Evolution, a Thievul, and a Chiyu. Oh my god, this was, I think, one of the worst starts that we ever heard. Did we even get anything? I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think we didn't get even a single EX, this is insane. Yeah, this was the worst 10 booster packs that go down in history. Wow. Well, on the other hand, it can only get better, I guess. So, Nuttall, a Wimpod, Cursed Duster, a Tinglu, a Tinkatink, and a Lopix, a Fuecoco, a Zardas Fatality, a Knoll Rider, Blade, a Rock, and a Thievul, Artillery, a Ferrothorn, Defiance Vest, Nicket, a Booster Energy Capsule, and Alcare, a Leopard, a Crustle, a Garbodor, a Milotic, a Kingdra, and a Gislesh-EX, so that's the first one we get today. A Porygon 2, a Milan, a Sinisage, a Tinkatink, Defiance Vest. Oh nice, so that's a Goldengo EX full art. That's a second hit. A Subat, a Porygon 2, Norman, a Countercatcher, Natu, and a Gliscor EX, nice. Full art again, that's the third one in a row. Elekid, Loxely, Iron Bundle. And Vanillish. Oh my gosh, now we're shocking. Full art illustration crystal, who seems to be standing under a bit rock because it's raining. This is kinda sad. Oh my gosh, and Rouge EX. A Jackpot, a Dweller, a Telep, a Iron Chandelus, Nimble, and a Brutal Bonnet again. It's a what? Fiddle, a Blindside, Evolution, a Tsugiri, and a Tinglu. Little Tank, Medical Energy, Cloth, Iron Moth, X-Cloud, and a Porygon Z, or Z, but I always call it Z. Well, that was already better than the second half of the last video. I'm not even lying. This is insane. We got so many bing 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 bing, especially the gold angle is really cool. Alright. And I just remembered that I think at least that we opened the Paradox Rift before, but yeah, there's always some more shinies and full arts to get, so that is not a big deal. And we get a Minun, a Blindside, Ambipom, Neckley. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We get the far-flying Meteor full art illustration Minior. Nice one. And a Zekrom. Yamask. Orthworm. Chicken Pumpkaboo. Toxel. And Aegislash. Remoraid. Elikit. Blindside. Spinda, that's a cute artwork. And a Snorlax doll. And a Thieful. Vanillish. Effin Whistle. A Devolution. Capsule. Oh, what is this? A Dutchla. I have never seen this Pokemon, to be honest. At least much in the game, since I probably skipped the season. Or what is it called? The generation. So I don't know what this is, but it is looking funny, almost like little bugs. Maybe ladybugs. Yeah, so it's an illustration full of Doppler. Not too bad. And Aegislash. A Doublade. A Parasol Lady. A Cursed Duster. Mouse, Tinkertuff, and Palkia. A Purloin. We get a Lishkar, a Toadschool, a Zekrom, and a Mouse Old EX. A Loudwitch, a Dutchla. Oh, that's the normal one. Interesting. Iron Bundle, a Gimmighoul, and Espathra. A Crustle, Liskor, a Gurgeist, Onyx, a Leopard, and a Sato. A Gimmighoul again, Evolution, Duster, Gimmighoul, Iron Moth, and a Steelix. Nimble, a Tendermouse, Absol, Chinglu, Duster, and a Chiyu. Well, the first 10 were definitely better. But still, we got 2 illustration full arts. I'm not complaining. Well, a little bit. A Remoraid, Pansia, Ancient and Booster Capsule, Duster, Effin Whistle, and a Lissapot. Honage, Nickit, a Screamtail, a Steelix, a Toadschool, and Professor Sada's Utility Full Art. That's a good hit. This is such a strong card. a tender mouse, iron bundle, Absol, Elikit. Alternate full art Rika, nice. We definitely have to check out what it does later. Felix, a Ferroseed, Pampaboo, Orbeetle, Leopard, a Zap Striker, and Iron Moth, a Snow Runt, Screamtail, Meteor, a Chien Pal, Remoraid, and Iron Valiant EX, a Neckley, a Mienfoo, a Ferrothorn, a Gabite, a Lockix, and a Melodic, Golbat, a Dondozo, a Duster, a Vanillite, Velusa, and a Session. I wasn't aware it was in the set. Larry, Honech, a Simipour, a Porygon 2, Neckley, and a Mewtwo EX, interesting. A Plusle, a Techno Raider, Explode, a Turbo Energizer, a Porygon, and more Peckle. A Tinkatink, a Snowrunt, Zap Striker, Wimpod, a Seadra, and a Kingdra. Not too bad, not too good. It's okay. Okay, so Rika, what do you do? Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put 2 of them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards and put them on the bottom of your deck. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's okay, but I don't know. I mean, it's basically the same than the Adventure Helper, but you just shuffle the other cards a bit into your deck instead of discarding them, but let's be honest, there are so many cards that lets you pull 4 cards that you don't need a Rika. You can just have the 4 cards, all of them. So this is a really bad supporter. What a shame. And on we go with a Necklace deck. A Neckley, Durant, a Seadra, a Lion Shell, and a Golisopod. Joltik, a Cyclizar, Gorbador, a Doublade. We got illustration full art Yveltal. That's a nice one. And a Sachyan again. Okay, it's Arena EX, a Crustle, Masquerain, a Toadstool, Ipom, and a Spashra. The thing is, when we get something good in the start of the booster pack, we usually don't get anything else. So this is really just an annoying kind of a scam. A Wimpod, Nickit, a Simipour, a Tinkatink, a Honech, and a Sato. Tendermouse, a Yamask, a Tinkaton, a Dashla, a Sato, and a Iron Jugulis. A Seadra, a Steenie, Calip, a Flamigo, Countercatcher, and a Palkia. A Ferroseed, a Artillery, a Defiance West, Ipom, Turbo Energizer, and another Palkia. Necklace deck, Tinkatink, Sada Fatality, Pansia, Kingdra, and a Scarlet EX. Wimpod, Mantike, Garbodor, a Gibble, a Flamigo, and a Kingdra. A Leopard, a Okay, Goldengo EX, so we got this early in the pack. So I'm pretty sure the rest is gonna be nothing. Eureka. Minun. A Tender Mouse. Yep, just as I said, Steelix. I wonder if there's a system behind this, because it happens all the time. It wasn't really a good pull either, I think. Yeah, we just got to the 1 EX over there. And the Evil Tal, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice card. But still... I mean, also, this is a really weak one. It's a really, really weak one. Oh boy, I think they are kinda feeding us step by step. We are not getting as much as we used to in these packs. Galaga. Fiddle. A Toadstool. Wimpot. Gibble. And Melodic. Bonsweet. Galvantula. Rock. Lockix and Iron Chagalas. This is what I'm talking about. A Ptillery. A Gulageist. A Sinister. Rykar. A Norman. And some more Pickle. Oh my god. A Flittle. A Vanillish. Masquerain. Chivachi. And Volcanion. Elikit. Booster Energy. Evolution. Flittle. Slitherwing. And Tingu. We're already 5 packs in again and got nothing. And Porygon. A Tourist Scenario. A Ferrothorn. Affen Whistle. And Volcanion. Gimmighoul. A Seadra. Vanillix. Ferrothorn. Tinkatink. And a Glissadon. A Golisopod. I hate this name so much. A Bonsweet. A Necky. A Crocodile. A Session. A Zekrom. And a Session again. A Gimmighoul. A Tender Mouse. Trio. A Toadstool. A Bandozo. And a Brute Bonnet. Oh my god. Wicked. Trio. Duster. Pinketon. Lianfu. And nothing. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's definitely among the other one in terms of being really bad pulls. I can't believe we didn't get a single hit again. This is really bad. Oh my god. Okay, I think for the rest of the video the target today is getting another full art of Professor Zada's Vitality. This is the minimum for today, I think. Natu. A Crocodile. Luxurious Cape. Crocodile. A Moorgeist. And a Golisopod. A Panpour. A Spinda. Inketang. Yuchian. Porygon. Chianpao. Purloin. Elikit. Wactrio. A Shaunchal. Wulasa Velusa. A Espatra. There are so many bad names in this. Flamigo. A Tulip. A Screamtail. Subat. A Mila. And a Iron Chagalas. It wouldn't have killed you to give us a full art, you know. A Gimmighoul. A Toadstool. A Wactrio. Honedge. A Sinister. And a Fever. A Chakadet. A Blitzel. A Supergeist. A Parasol Lady. Devolution. And a Golisopod. Oh my god. Mienfo. A Snow Runt. A Defiance Nest. Melodic. A Blipbug. And a Brute Bonnet. A McBee. Vanillite. A Vanillex. Epsor. a Tinkatink, and a Sacrum, a Nicket, Hornet, a Slitherwing, and a Mouse, Flittle, and a Groudon, a Tinkatink, Loxely Escape, Tinkaton, Sacrum, a Simisear, and nothing. Wait, did we just do it again? Was that another 10 boosters without any hit? Oh my god. You can't be serious. This is such a scam. Yeah, today we are really getting scammed. I can't believe it. Alright, if we don't get anything better this time, I'm not even sure if I make this a video. A Horsey, a Dwebor, a Simisear, Counter Catcher. Oh, finally, full art illustration Iron Moth. And more Peko. A Swablu, a Lickit, a Slitherwing, a Golisopod, Iron Moth, and Scarlet EX, a Surskit, a Sinisage, Vikessa, Butler, Loudon, and Paragon C. Don't get weak again. A Spinder, Golbat, Screamtail, Groudon, Crocalor, come on, give us something, Sato, Dwebor, Artillery, a Dulant, a Porygon 2, a Singapore, and a Brute Bonnet. Oh my god, come on, Panpur, a Snorunt, a Techno Radar, Bunsweet, a Steenie, and yes, full art Shabu EX. Finally something. Whismar, a Toadschool, a Explode, Gimmihool, a Evolution, and yes, full art Amarouche EX. A Tinkatuff, a Tinkatink, Wack Trio, Miltank, a Porygon C, and Sato. A Giratri, Knuckly, a Ferrothorn, a Duster, a Crobat, and a Palkia. A Toadschool, a Chantal, Loxely Escape, a Spatha, Steelix, and a Yveltal. Okay, we got something at a long last, but it's only 3 full arts, one of them illustration, so there's still a lot of room for improvement. Now just don't go back to giving us nothing, please. Well, I guess we find out. A Snorunt, Willusa, Tulip, Gabite, a Booster Capsule, and Mousehold EX. A Pansage, Doublade, a Devolution, McBee, Porygon 2 and Steelix. A Crustle, McBee, Gliscor, Leapard, Explode, and Hooper EX. Okay, Fuecoco, a Purloin, a Rock, Doublade, a Parasol Lady, and Morpeko. Gimmighoul, Trubbish, Cyclisa, Flamigol, Morpeko, Amon, Groudon, a Crustle, a Gliscor, a Rika, Mekli, a Gligar, and a Mousehold EX, so come on, these are not hits. We did. A Blindside, a Toadschool, Ambipom, Nianfu, and Sahyan. Joltik, Honedge, Hipsaw, Joltik, Natural, and Toxtricity EX, okay. Mekli, Artillery, Booster Capsule, Gliscor, Flittle, and Aegislash. Gibbler, a Phoebus, Minior, a Pensia, a Ferrosiege, and nothing. Wow. Okay, we got 3 EX, but 2 of them were mouse old EX. So yeah, that was just another 10 of nothing. Really bad. Really, really bad. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in all of today's opening, most we got are just a handful of EX and maybe 2 illustration full arts, I'm not sure, but it is really bad. Oh my god. So yeah, these last 30 are better, really, really good. Mentike is not good, Nimble neither. Simisage, Dondozo, Garganagal, and Kingdra, we are starting so bad again. Tinkertuff, Larry, Wack Trio, Old School, Hammer on Doublade, and Eviltal, Dash, Subat, Bunsweet, Zarda's Utility, Tinkatink, Luxurious Tape, and Iron Chocolate, Duever, Ambipon, Capsule, GU. Not this guy again. We get a really rare alternate full art trainer and it's Rika. One of the worst trainers. Girl Lizardpot. Frostal. Widget. Wacktrail. Ferrothorn. Orbeetle and Sunchian Piao. Gabite. Wicket. Talep. Turbo Energize. Groudon. And Eggy/EX. Remoraid. Wimpert. Elfan Wessel. Charcadet. Ferrosiege. And Espafra. Apensia. Blibbup. Ferrothorn. Dotla. Mentike. And oh, okay. A full art Tamila, but I think she wasn't really good either. Ooh, okay, full art Iron Warrior and EX Valiant. I don't know how I mispronounced it so bad. Willusa, Blindside, Tendermouse, McBee, and Groudon. A Ferroseed, Elfan Wessel, Steenie, Espafra. Couldn't you have been a full art? And Lockix. Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, we got some stuff. In the end, it wasn't bad, but this guy is useless, and what is this? You can use this card only if your Pokemon was knocked out. Attach a basic fire energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, and if you do, draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. Yeah, I'm not a fan. At least it was a bit of a comeback, I guess, but yeah, these trainers were really bad. Bunsweet, Blitzel, Chantal, Absol, Simisage, and Brute Bonatoya starting bad again. Gabite, and Mentike, Absol, the Volcanion, Nicket, and Altaria EX, okay. Toad School, Yamask, Masquerain, Devolution, Oricorio, and Chiyu, a Doublade, a Parasol Lady, Chantal, Nimble, a Capsule again, and Chiyu. Come on, Hellnetch, a Gimmighoul, a Beetle, Necky, and Lockix, what a shame. Horsey, a Pansia, Medical Energy, Explode, Durant, and Melodic. Nimble, Iron Bundle, Ambipom, a Phoebus, a Espafra, and Chianpel. We are back to nothing again. Ferroseed, Gliscor, Cloth, Old School, a Catcher, and a Mousehold EX. Yeah, you're just nothing. a Loudwitch, a Duster, a Vanillex, Honedge, Neckbee, and Sekram. I can't believe we're having such a bad luck today. Miltank, Coco, a Scenario, Laugh, a Fun Vessel, and nothing. Yeah, we got one EX, Mouse Old, and nothing. Wow. And that's it. The last 10 of today. Today was a really bad opening, I think. Usually at this point, considering the amount of packs we opened, we should have gotten at least 3 times the illustration arts. And at this point we usually also got at least 1 or maybe 2 gold cards. And today, we got nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, my expectations for the last 10 are nothing. We get a Parasol Lady, a Silisage, a Psychosar, Porygon, Iron Bundle, and Iron Moth. Yeah, disappointed as expected. A Sasket, Wicked, Evolution, Explode, nothing, nothing. We get nothing, nothing, nothing. More of it. Okay, here we go, finally. We got Garchomp EX, the Golden Full Art. What a bath. Not gonna lie, I really expected to go another 10 packs of nothing, but this is finally a good hit. And I think this is the best hit we got today. And the only really big one. And nothing. A Porygon 2. A few Poco. A Ferrothorn. Onyx. Dondozo. And more Peko. A Doublade. A Plusle. Devolution. Fluff. Neckley. And a Gislash. A Flittle. Octillery. A Scenario. A Simisear. Rourke. And Porygon Z. Oh my gosh, I think this one Garchomp is probably the only thing we get. A Chiwachi. A Porygon. Nila. A Tulip. A Ferrothorn. And a Porygon Z. Golbat. Gligar. Simisage. Flamigo. Vanillish. And Lilotech. A Pansage. Octillery. A Luxurious Cape. A Fucobo. A Parasol Lady. And a Palkia. A Toadschool. A Doublade. A Vactrio. Viget. A Neckley. And nothing. So I remember from last video when I said that the last set we opened was one of the worst that Geo could ever open. I think it was the what was it? The thing with the poisonous trio. But not gonna lie, this is really close to that. If we had not gotten the golden Garchomp at this one, I don't know, this would have been the second worst opening ever. I'm so glad we got something at long last in the last 10. This was a close call. Thank you so much, Garchomp. Alrighty, and with this, I hope that you at least enjoyed your time watching this. If you did, please consider to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Yes, I hope to see all of you again next time. Bye!